Cardano just flashed a buy signal that historically called both the bottom and the top with surgical precision. While most traders are sleeping on ADA, smart money is quietly positioning for what could be the most explosive move we've seen in months. The data I'm about to show you will change how you look at Cardano forever. And no, this isn't hopium. This is cold, hard market intelligence. ADA has been beaten down like a piñata at a crypto bear market party. We're talking weeks of relentless selling that had even the most diamond-handed Cardano maximalists questioning their life choices. But sometimes the market's biggest beatdowns create the most explosive rebounds. The TD sequential buy signal just triggered after timing the exact market top weeks ago. This isn't some random technical indicator your cousin who trades shitcoins told you about. This is institutional-grade market timing that professional traders pay thousands for. On the 4-hour time frame, ADA is doing something fascinating. It's dancing on this ascending trend line like it's auditioning for Dancing with the Charts. Every single test has triggered immediate buying interest, and the bulls are defending these levels with the intensity of a bodyguard protecting their favorite celebrity. But here's where it gets spicy. ADA is staring down the barrel of $1 resistance. That psychological level where retail traders either become heroes or zeros. Break through this concrete ceiling, and we could be looking at a rocket ship to $1.20 faster than you can say blockchain interoperability. Now, while surface-level traders are debating whether Cardano is dead or alive, the volume data is telling a completely different story. Perpetual futures volume just exploded 10% in a single week, hitting $29 million. That's not retail FOMO, that's institutional positioning happening in broad daylight. But wait, it gets better. Decentralized exchange volumes are climbing too, adding 3% weekly to reach $27.75 million, with daily surges hitting 5.41 million. When both derivatives traders and on-chain users are increasing activity simultaneously, you're witnessing the early stages of a liquidity tsunami. Now here's where things get absolutely wild. Exchange outflows just hit 2.06 million, meaning smart money is yanking their ADA off exchanges faster than you can refresh your portfolio app. When tokens leave exchanges, it's like removing ammunition from the bear's arsenal. Less supply available for immediate selling equals more potential rocket fuel for the bulls, but there's a plot twist that could either destroy this bullish thesis or, supercharge it into orbit. The liquidation heat map is showing massive clusters at 0.88 and 0.84. These aren't just random numbers, they're liquidation magnets where over-leveraged positions go to die. Picture this, if ADA drops to these levels, it's like walking into a minefield of leverage longs waiting to explode. But here's the kicker, and yes, I know I said I wouldn't use that phrase, but the irony is too delicious. These same zones could become rocket fuel if the market decides to squeeze shorts instead of liquidating longs. So we're sitting at this fascinating crossroads where ADA could either face a brutal liquidation cascade or trigger the mother of all short squeezes. The tension is thick enough to cut with a blockchain. Alright, time to connect the dots and see what this crypto puzzle reveals. We've got a perfect storm brewing, and it's not the kind that sinks ships, it's the kind that launches rockets. First, the TD sequential buy signal is flashing green like a traffic light for bulls. This indicator doesn't mess around. When it called the top weeks ago, bears made fortunes. Now it's calling the bottom, and smart money is listening. Second, ADA keeps respecting that ascending trendline support like it's paying rent. Each bounce has been stronger than the last, showing bulls aren't just defending, they're accumulating with conviction. Third, we've got volume convergence across both derivatives and DEX platforms. When perpetual futures volume jumps 10%, while DEX activity grows 3%, you're looking at broad-based institutional and retail interest aligning. That's not coincidence, that's coordination. Fourth, those $2.06 million in exchange outflows aren't just numbers on a screen. They represent thousands of traders who are so confident in ADA's future that they're moving tokens to cold storage rather than keeping them ready to sell. Now let's talk price targets because that's why you're really here. The immediate resistance sits at $1, that psychological barrier where dreams either soar or crash. Break through decisively, and technical analysis suggests $1.20 becomes not just possible but probable. Using Fibonacci retracements from ADA's previous major moves, $1.20 aligns perfectly with the 0.618 golden ratio level. But let's keep it real. Those liquidation clusters at 88 cents and 84 cents aren't going anywhere. If market sentiment shifts, these levels could trigger cascading liquidations that send ADA spiraling faster than your portfolio during a flash crash. Risk management isn't optional in this game. However, When you stack up all the evidence-bullish TD sequential signal, ascending trendline support, volume convergence, exchange outflows, and favorable technical targets, the probability matrix tilts heavily toward the bulls. ADA appears primed for its next major breakout attempt. If buyers maintain momentum and break the $1 resistance, we could witness one of the most explosive moves Cardano has delivered in months. The setup is textbook, the timing is perfect, and honestly, the market conditions are aligning like planets during a solar eclipse. This is exactly the type of confluence setup that separates profitable traders from the crowd. Whether you're holding ADA or considering a position, these are the signals that, really separate signal from noise in crypto markets. The data doesn't lie, and right now it's screaming that Cardano might be gearing up for something special. Keep your eyes glued to that $1 resistance level because when it breaks, things could get interesting fast. Drop a comment below with your ADA price prediction. Smash that like button if this analysis helped clarify the market picture, and subscribe for more institutional grade crypto intelligence that cuts through the noise. Remember, fortune favors the prepared, and preparation means staying ahead of the crowd with data-driven analysis like this. Crypto disclaimer. This content is for educational and informational purposes only, and should not be considered financial advice. Cryptocurrency investments carry significant risk, including the potential loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. The TD sequential indicator, volume analysis, and technical patterns discussed are tools for analysis but do not guarantee price movements. Always conduct your own research, consider your risk tolerance, and consult with qualified financial advisors before making investment decisions. Cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile and speculative. Never invest more than you can afford to lose completely.